Tesla just changed their website with a very important announcement that'll affect the Project Highland and brand new features I have not talked about in any Project Highland video. Let's get into those new features and what has changed in this video. One of the biggest question marks with the Project Highland is going to be the price, and Tesla just changed their website with a brand new message that gives us a hint at what that new Project Highland Model 3 price will be. The new message says that the Model 3's EV tax credit that has a maximum of $7,500 may be reduced. So what does this mean to the Project Highland's price? Let me tell you. This message about the EV tax credit tells us that something is going to change. And what we know is going to change is a brand new battery for the Model 3 called the M3P battery made by China manufacturer CATL. There were some big question marks earlier when this EV tax credit came up. Will the Model 3 rear-wheel drive qualify because the LFP battery, which that car uses, comes from China? Well, long story short, it wound up qualifying, but with even stricter battery components and minerals coming up next year, it seems that Tesla is hinting that it may not qualify for the full $7,500. The first ever article I've ever seen that gives us a concrete estimate on the new Project Highland miles and also more features being taken away and added to your Model 3 Project Highland. Let's finish up on this price. As long as the Project Highland's price is under $55,000, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I don't think this price is going to go up very much. I think where the Model 3 Project Highland will lose is this battery components and minerals. So will it fully qualify, or because manufactured in China batteries don't qualify, will we see the Project Highland's EV tax credit get slashed in half? Let's talk about two new features I've never talked about in any other video, one feature being added to your Project Highland and one being taken away. It is being reported that the Project Highland may have its temperature sensors removed. Now, why would this be, and where are these temperature sensors? I went and did research on this. Apparently, they're in the front of your vehicle behind your bumper, and the thought process is, well, there's a lot of temperature sensors you can get online for 20 bucks, but if Tesla gets them at a mass market discount, let's say $5, well, with 1.8 million deliveries happening this year, of course, that's a mixture between Ys and 3s, that is up to $5 to $9 million in savings for Tesla. I want to jump in here with a quick tip. I have a Model 3, my brother has a Model Y. Get your accessories before delivery day so you're prepared. All the best accessories are down in the links in the description. If you could click on those links, it does support the channel if you buy your accessories there. Let's get on to the next point. One feature that is being added, that brand new drive unit we talked about in our last video, is now containing no rare earth minerals, thus in line with Tesla's sustainability mission. But did you hear about this? Something I've never talked about. A new hairpin straighter is coming to your Tesla. Well, what the heck is that? Here's what a hairpin straighter is. I did the research so you don't have to. An electric motor whose straighter winding is done with hairpins instead of round wires. So basically, this is a new architecture for your electric motor, but the thing that you want to pay attention to is this. This new electric motor architecture gives you even more efficiency, up to 20% more efficiency. So now your drive unit and your electric motor in your Project Highland will be able to store more energy in a smaller amount of space. Something I've never talked about, the first article I've ever seen that gives us a concrete number on how much extra miles you could get out of this brand new battery, the M3P battery, with this new electric motor architecture. Finally, 370 miles. But how does that make sense? Currently, the Model 3 long range is estimated in EPA estimates of 333 miles. So surely the rear-wheel drive couldn't be 370 miles. I think it's going to be more of an estimate around what Not a Tesla app was reporting, around 30 plus miles added to your rear-wheel drive. Something that I think is more realistic as I research what's behind the Project Highland is a brand new battery. If you haven't watched the last few videos, the M3P battery is made up of an LMFP battery. What is that? A brand new battery now with manganese is going to come out, and this solves Tesla's battery issue of lifespan. And this answers the question when everybody says, well, what are you going to do when your battery dies? Adding manganese to an LFP battery solves the short life cycle option of a battery and extends the life of your battery while adding even more efficiency. I've never talked about this one in other videos. It seems that shorter wait times for your Project Highland are coming soon. Once the Model 3 Project Highland gets started, first in Shanghai and then in Fremont, California, it seems like greater efficiency in the production will lead to even shorter wait times. There are 3 phases, phase 1, phase 2, and a new phase called 2.2. Well, there are rumors that 50% of the phase 1 employees in Shanghai will be laid off in place of automation. And through that and many other changes, it seems that Shanghai is going to be able to offer even shorter wait times. So whenever you order your Project Highland, instead of waiting 1, 2, or 3 months, you could be waiting weeks. There is a race happening right now. The last thing I've never talked about, as I do this deep dive more into the Project Highland, there's a race happening for where the new Model 3 batteries are being made. So if you're unaware, the M3P battery that I talked about earlier in the video is made in China by CATL. But did you know that Tesla is actually trying to build their own manganese battery? That battery I mentioned not long ago here in the States. The end of the year is coming soon, and that is important because the EV tax credit has even more stringent rules on the battery components and minerals. Where are these parts and minerals sourced from? And if they're not from North America or a country that the United States has free trade agreements with, these battery components and minerals will not fully qualify for the EV tax credit. Like we said in the beginning of the video, that is the main concern for the Model 3 here in the States. Will it qualify for the full $7,500 for qualified buyers of the Project Highland? Or are you going to get zero? Are you going to get half of that? Well, the race is on. If Tesla can make their own facility here in the States, it solves that problem, and the Model 3 Project Highland will qualify. So will that happen? Time will tell. I'm going to keep track if those temperature sensors actually go away. Will the price change on that EV tax credit come January of next year? And is your battery going to be all that much greater with efficiency, with cost, with everything that we have talked about? This is an ongoing saga. I have no idea what's going to happen next. All these facts that I'm reading change almost daily. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Another deep dive in the books. The only way I know you like this video is, of course, to drop a like. Again, this is Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.